What's up everybody, it's your boy, the man that sticks his dick in cold mayo, just that here. And in today's video we're going to be talking about Jake. And no, we're not talking about Jake the dog or Jake from State Farm. We're talking about Jake the Goober.
What are you wearing?
Jake the Goober. My broken McLaren? Excuse me for 1 minute. Look, I know we've been both in a car crash, but can you please hold the camera? Take a picture of me with my shirt off, looking over my crashed vehicle.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so...
Another reason more people stay with State Farm.
Dude,
Get
it's
to a
all in
better
focus.
state.
What, you got brain damage? Now, if you don't know what happened, that whole skit just meant nothing to you. I'm gonna say it really quick because most of this stuff has already been talked about like 4 days ago. Some kick streamer was checking the comments while he was driving around his expensive McLaren, pretty much driving at speeds that I would only drive in like GTA 5. And in my honest opinion, I think he's going a little too fast for, you know, knowing it's fucking raining. The thing that I find just stupidly fucking crazy about Jake the Goober here, I don't even have a driver's license. And somehow I'm able to point out that he's going too fast on wet asphalt. People were also saying too that like expensive like sports cars like this, the wheels are like not really that good because sports wheels have like the shittiest traction or something like that. I'm not really sure about that. I've never drove a expensive sports car before. The closest that I can ever say that I've drove something with much confidence was maybe a forklift, mainly because I gotta use it for work, and yes, I do have a license for that. But back to Jake the Goober. You would think after getting in a car crash you would turn off the video and make sure your friend's okay, make sure you get out of the car safely. But no, this guy was just hell-bent on content so goddamn much that he didn't even really consider about his friend bleeding from the fucking forehead. I am dead serious. His friend was like, he looked rough. To visualize it for you, because I can't find a picture, he looked like he was going through like 3 baby mamas at once, like it's like Five Nights at Freddy's. But this Jake Goober fellow was just so money hungry for goddamn content that he was just like, dude, just hold the camera so we can get this content. Or telling like the paramedics to hold on to his camera so he can make back his money on his McLaren. He was just being stupidly selfish. So anyway, Kik gets a hold of this shit and they ban Jake the Goober rightfully. And why I say rightfully is because in the video it shows him looking down at his phone instead of on the fucking road. Number 2, he's like I said, speeding like it's Grand Theft Auto. And thirdly, I think it just sets a bad example for Kik. And yeah, there's a lot of shitty stuff on Kik, but there's probably a kid watching this stream and being like, wow, I really want to be like Jake the Goober, have an attention span like a goldfish, and have a smooth brain like a hockey table, crash my $250,000 McLaren just for the shits and giggles, haha. You know how it is, you just gotta get that bag, haha. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I had to really tuck in my pecker for that one. But in all honesty, someone could have got really badly hurt from this, whether it be Jake the Goober or his passenger. They're lucky to come out of that car with like fixable fucking injuries. Like the worst thing that I think happened was his friend needed to get stitches. I bet you his friend's probably thinking twice to get in his vehicle now. I think what pisses a lot of people off about Jake the Goober is seriously right when he jumps out of the goddamn car, his only thought is content. I like to call that bad character stats. You put too many points in blatantly not giving a fuck. But anyway, when it comes to Kik, I think that's probably the best thing they probably could have done. Like if I had to put it like on the moist meter, I'd probably give about like 802 liters of Dr. Pepper. Which is a huge deal anyway because I guzzle Dr. Pepper than a sports car really. Now you might think that we're done with Jake the Goober, but no, he's actually begging for his account to be unbanned. Pretty much doing TikTok lives to get money back on his McLaren. Honestly, I hope he doesn't really get the money back and he's driving around in a broken Pinto. But seriously though, my honest opinion, I really do think that someone should just go down there and just like revoke his license, cause like this could have been easily avoided. If he really didn't want to break his McLaren, which I think he says in the video, his eyes should have been glued to the road like Gorilla Glue. Number 1. Number 2, ease up on the throttle. Look, I know it's a fancy sports car, but when you're going about, like 70 miles per hour in like really bad weather, like what are you doing? And maybe then Jake the Goober would have had a working McLaren. But that's pretty much all I want to say, and before I go, I hope you guys like the background music. I thought about switching it up every now and then. This time around, I'm using some Resident Evil Code Veronica safe room music, which is an absolute classic on the PlayStation 2. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, skiddly bobbity boop. I'm out.